video for Early Childhood Generalist Comp 1. Welcome. What a fluke. It was me, Althea Tonka, receiving a perfect score on the first try on constructed response 1. Now you know you have 3 opportunities to do super well on all of them. This is a way for me to kind of showcase what I did to get that perfect score. Now I'll tell you why it's a fluke in just a minute. So, over the summer, I traveled to Santa Barbara and Solvang. I was able to have a really relaxing summer vacation. By the way, I'm a teacher. I teach urban public school students in Louisville, Kentucky as a multilingual teacher, but my background is early childhood. Tried different coffee shops over the summer. We go back to school tomorrow. It was so relaxing. I got my fitness in, doing run club stuff. I'm so grateful for that. Boxing with my crew at 6 a.m., go 5 a.m. club. Woo! And when I visited my mom, I also hung out in Orange County. That was super cool. Best summer ever. But yeah, I don't want you to feel stressed. I want you to help you out. I want you to gain confidence with what you're doing. I want you to zero in on what you need to do to make life more streamlined as it comes to studying for component 1, constructed response 1. Again, that's the literacy component of CR1. So the background. You need to identify 2 important strengths from this student that you could draw on. Why are these indicators of strength? You tell me, and focus on that as you write your prompt. You're going to make 4 bullet points as soon as you walk into that room. Draw on those strengths. State your instructional goal and describe an appropriate classroom-based, developmentally appropriate strategy to develop this strength or address weakness. Finally, you're going to talk about the resources you're going to use and then provide a rationale for your choice. We'll go into that in the next couple minutes. Your first resource as you study. This is published by Pearson. This book is called Early Literacy Instruction. You have to get this book. It's a goldmine of information regarding instructional strategies. If you're pressed for time, guess what? You're going to read chapter 1, 2, and 12 2 times. This is what you will need to do well on component 1, constructed response 1. That is what I did. And it's so helpful to get a snapshot of educators doing their best and modeling what has worked well. So remember, if you're pressed for time, read those 3 chapters in this book. Try to get 3rd edition. Methodology of the text. It's useful for the end of the year reflection based on what John Smith and Sylvia Reed did many years ago. Those things still apply. Ask the kids to volunteer new lyrics to songs that already exist. Gets the mind going, creativity juices flowing, and it helps with rhyming and alliteration. Resource 2. This is so awesome and key. You got to think about what you did when you got your praxis done. This is a practice test from the library, and I used it to help me with my the multiple choice portion, but it will help you feel confident. Just kind of like a basis of the things that the test will cover. It's a gamut of subject matter, science, music, mainly literacy and math, and health, PE, things like that. But you gotta make sure as you answer CR1 that you're doing it in a clear, concise, convincing manner. That is what you will need to remember to get a good score. Finally, resource 3. Read this book, Yardsticks by Chip Wood. It masterfully highlights each age group. You're going to know what grade the student belongs to and with what information that the prompt is providing, the scoring team is going to use your knowledge of that age group and see how you use that knowledge. For example, oh, this snapshot is a kindergarten student. This snapshot is a first grader. This snapshot is a second grader, all the way up to third grade or whatever age 8-year-olds, whatever grade 8-year-olds are in. Okay, so pick this book up. It will highlight the milestones that each student, the ones that you're looking for there. Finally, a funny story. After I walked into the testing room, I remembered in one of the training sessions I had to recall everything I remembered with my Sharpie and whiteboard. But I sat there taking the whole 5 minutes after I sat down, writing everything I can from not only the past few months of studying, but being in the car, sitting there fidgeting a little bit. However, I sat there and wrote, but did not sign the NDA quick enough. So they had to escort me out of the room like a criminal. Don't be like me. Make sure you sign that NDA. Say a prayer of gratitude for being one of the few dedicated enough to the profession to make it this far in your career. And congratulate yourself for watching this video, attempting national boards. Guess what? You're one of the few. And in future videos, remember how God made you and how much you love to teach. Maybe you'll be sharing with me what are some of the things that make you happy, why do you teach? Why are you in the classroom? But yeah, for me, it's to give God glory and to have fun. I hope that resonates with all of y'all. Have fun teaching. Have a great 26-27 school year. Thanks so much. Love you guys.